Let's talk about scapegoats today and scapegoating. You may find yourself in a situation where you're often the scapegoat. And why is this? Well, a person can become a scapegoat when they feel a deep need to be approved of in a group, to be accepted by the group. And what they'll do in order to be accepted by the group is take on this role. And the reason they take on this role is they fear being rejected by the group. They fear that unless they take on board some of the ills, some of the work, perhaps too much of the work and too much of the responsibility for the group, that they will no longer be accepted and they'll be rejected. But in doing so, they adopt this role of the scapegoat. And subconsciously, the group is happy for them to do this. So if you're approaching your relationships in this way, you may even have some kind of story or rationale for doing this. I'm helping, might be one. I'm helping take my load, taking the load off of others. But what will happen is building resentment of always taking too much responsibility for that role. You may be taking responsibility for things you have no part in at all in order to fulfill this role. One of the darker aspects of this, it's usually unconscious this, but sometimes conscious, is the group likes to choose a scapegoat that isn't, that's completely innocent, that doesn't deserve the way it's being treated by the group at all. There's a sort of secret thrill in the group that they've managed to find a scapegoat. In a way, when we become conscious of adopting this role, or that we're in this role in a group, we have to also be aware that we are adopting this role. We have decided to be a scapegoat, and the group is happy to go along with that. It's not the other way around. So what can we do about this if we find ourselves in that position? Well, it has to do with asserting ourselves. It has to do with actually being a part of the group despite this nastiness. And the way that we do that is occupy our own space. And that's something we can learn to do in coaching, because the scapegoat is passive. It's a passive role. It's a you can do anything to me, I don't mind kind of a role. And nobody likes being in that position. So if you found yourself in a position like that and you would like to try some coaching with me, you can contact me in the usual way. All my links are below my posts. Bye bye for now. Take care.